Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audio book download and a 30-day trial free at www.audibletrial.com/theguyslikeus. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your phone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Welcome to the Guys Like Us podcast. Here are your guys, Adam and Berbs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned. It's the Guys Like Us. This is, believe it or not, Berbs, this is episode number 10. We're turning 10. Some of us on the show act like we're 10. We are turning 10 today. So how do you feel about that?
Did you think we'd get 10 in?
I wasn't sure, no. Well, I wrote on Instagram today, this is our 10th episode. Only 6 really count because 4 of them you couldn't hear half of what we said or half of what you said, frankly.
4 of them were suspect.
Oddly enough, those are actually the most downloaded shows we have. I don't know if that's saying something. The ones that you couldn't be heard in that people want to hear the most.
Maybe they just have tried to download it so much because they're trying to hear me.
I mean, 1 click per download there, so it's not like we get... this isn't a ballot stuffing situation.
Maybe they're telling their people and they're like, hey, man, we got to hear Berbs. Can you download this for me?
Okay. You have people who want to hear you?
There's some people that reached out.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, people that have reached out. We certainly haven't seen that on the Instagram following. I mean, we're going to need some of that to get up, if you don't mind.
Clearly, I'm still not too thrilled with the numbers.
We're getting to 250s.
You keep requesting all these people, though. I don't like you doing that.
I'm just trying to be nice, trying to be hospitable.
Start being nice once we start getting an average follow to followee
podcast
ratio.
network, yeah.
I'd like for you to not click follow for at least another week, if possible.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah,
I just feel bad. When someone wants to follow us, I think we should just reciprocate.
You give us 10 follows, and then you can follow one.
So for every 10 person who follows us, I can follow one?
Correct.
I got to pick one?
Sometimes you have to.
This is going to be tough. And if you actually ever see this, we're actually filming this now live as well.
It's all live.
You can see most of Berbs. You can't see a lot of me. It's probably okay. Berbs is he's the beefcake of the show. Is that what
we're calling it?
I'm not calling it that, but
I mean, I am filling the shirt out pretty good.
There we are. So anyway, episode 10. As we've referenced, we're on Instagram. You can find us there, Guys Like Us. Find us on Twitter, although we don't really use Twitter very much, although I think we should, but I got enough on my hands with everything else, and I just need Berbs to pick up at Twitter, so efforting that. We have a Facebook page now, too. It's also the Guys Like Us. You can check us out there.
Yeah, I still haven't checked that out either. Real quick, how's that email looking?
It's lighter than normal.
Dry?
Yeah, lighter than normal this week.
It's dry?
Trending down.
Okay.
Trending down.
Power rankings?
Trending down.
Good.
Trending down. But we're going to get up there. So like I said, episode 10, I think here's the first thing. We should just start in. Just thank some nice people who've helped us out along the way.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think we were going to get to 10. Somehow we got to 10. 15 is probably not in our sight line. It's not our long-term vision.
No.
But good people helped us out. Lyrics and Loops for the music. He's a solid dude. Appreciate you. Our good friends at Stylish Words hooked us up with a shirt that Berb's got on now.
Yep, and a little bracelet situation.
And a little bracelet. Berb, show everybody the bracelet.
Well. Oh, there's it.
Okay, way to go. My guy, Joey from Squared Off Designs, this nice banner here. So this weekend, Berbs, I ran into Joey from Squared Off Designs. So
I heard he asked about me.
Yeah, so he walks up and he's like, hey, where's Berbs?
Okay.
So I don't know if this is a tell that you are becoming a phenomenon.
Well, real quick.
To be fair, Joey had a adult beverage in his hand.
Just
I think
one?
it was adult beverage, just one.
Okay.
So I don't know the situation there. He may have just been like, I've got to meet this guy who doesn't know who the president is. Maybe that could have been it. I don't know.
He knows you and I aren't together, right? So just because you're there doesn't mean I'm going to be there.
That's a good thing. I don't know. Do people think that? I don't know.
I thought we made that clear, though.
Did we? You said we didn't. I thought we made it perfectly clear, but you said we didn't make that clear.
No, I think we're crystal clear.
That's a great question. Do people expect us to have to be together at all times now? Are we like Bert and Ernie?
Who are you, though?
Who's the tall one?
I think it's Ernie.
I think there was a controversy today. People are trying to figure out what Bert and Ernie are.
Yeah, the director or whatever he was.
They're puppets, right?
Well, yeah, but they're on air. They're on record for saying that they were originally cast as a couple.
Okay.
So,
and there's a problem there, or
I got no problems.
So, all right, so let's not use Bert and Ernie then. I feel like we're gonna edit that out.
Yep.
So are we expected to
Siskel
be
and Ebert?
Okay, now that's a duo right there.
Well, bless up because
which one?
One of them
I think it's Ebert.
Yeah, so
Siskel's
Siskel and or Ebert, whichever one of you.
Okay, so what's all right? Well, now again, we didn't have much of a show sheet today.
Not a lot of
I'm going to show it up for the camera for those 7 of you who actually view this stuff here. What's best duo of all time? So when you think just iconic duos,
I'm going to hit you real quick.
What aren't you?
Can I get in there?
You just did?
LeBron and Wade. And LeBron, of course. Because you're 305.
Okay, I'm going to write some of these down. So you got LBJ, you got Wade. We went Bert and Ernie, but I think we're going to rule that out already, right?
Probably.
Then you went Siskel Ebert.
Siskel and Ebert.
Well, I mean, as a Batman, those not real people. We're not doing that. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, hey, someone started drawing the cartoon thing. We're not doing that.
They're not cartoons.
We'll get back to that. Siskel and Ebert. That's another show where I tell people that I have zero interest in comic books and sci-fi, and I don't watch Star Wars, Star Trek, the Black Panther. I don't understand. I don't get it. That's not me.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really sad when the costume doesn't fit at the end. All right, real
quick.
Siskel and Ebert. I mean, I'm going to throw this one at you really quick. I know you're big fans of these two. I'll just write it down for you right now. Laverne and Shirley.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you have, by the way?
I'm sorry?
What'd you have?
if needed.
Okay.
If needed.
All right, fair enough. All right, so
Cheech and Chong?
I mean, is that us, though?
I don't think so, but I mean, again, duos off the top of the dome here.
I don't think that's shout out, Ben. What we got? I mean, we could go sports. You want to go entertainment? I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, there's Howard Stern, Robin Quivers. You're Robin.
Brad Pitt and Angelina before the breakup.
I mean, that didn't end well though. Do we want that kind of mojo?
I said before the breakup.
But that didn't end well.
Me and you ain't breaking up, baby.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'll write that down. I'm actually not writing that down. I'm fake writing that down for you.
I'm still sitting right here. I can see it.
Man, that's a great one. Who is the most iconic duo of all time? Sports. Let's just say sports real quick.
Pippen and Jordan.
Is it Pip Jordan?
Is it Shaq Kobe?
No, because they hate each other.
Now.
Kobe, how my ass taste?
So, I'm sorry.
yeah, you know about it. Yeah.
So if you and I were to win like three to 5 podcasting awards, and
are we nominated? Are we out?
Assuming we get there.
Okay.
And we're just running through these podcasts. We're just slaying them.
Okay.
And they're like, Berbs and Eaton, just podcast champs.
They need us.
We get 3 to 5, and then things go a little sour. But that 3 to 5 year run was magical.
Okay.
Are you signing up for that? We're still cordial. Let's assume we don't hate each other afterwards.
So we just decide, hey, maybe
we just part ways. Maybe I get on the big screen.
You move away.
Yeah, maybe you get fired.
So we had a good run, a great run. Award winning? You're telling me we're award winning?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so we got trophies.
Yep.
We won the ship, and now the partnership has to come to an end.
Right.
Yeah, you're replaceable.
I'm sorry?
They're fine. I don't know if you know. I actually have another national podcast as well. I don't know if you know that.
No, I do know that.
So I've got other avenues. I got a lot of balls in the air here. So.
Do you need me to?
No, you're good.
Make a cameo?
No, you're good. No, it's for smart, intelligent sports talk. But I don't. I think it'd be good. I think I could find somebody else.
You're gonna get the same numbers.
I mean, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
I mean, if you tell me right now that you can go out there and find some Joe Schmo on the streets and go 1 for 1 on the DLs. Right now, then
okay. So let me ask you this question really quickly.
Sure.
Okay, so let's just say we each do an episode.
Yep.
It's just me.
Okay.
And I recruit somebody for your chair.
Yep.
And then you do a show and you recruit somebody for my chair.
Real quick, can I get in there?
Who's out downloading who?
Here's the problem.
I
don't know how to upload the show.
Huh.
So I mean, again, you've got the talent, and then you've got the senior leadership that helps with the talent.
Right.
That's you.
Sure.
And I'm the talent.
Developer people, that's certainly
nobody will
hallmark
you for that. Yeah.
Certainly a hallmark of mine.
So I think that brings real quick, I'm going to cut you off. I think that brings us back to we need each other. Because I'm not up on my socials.
Okay.
Right? I'm not up on my downloadables. Okay. I'm not up
Well,
on
you say we
I'm sorry?
We need each other.
One for one.
If we divvied up responsibility like task lists here, like
is this a review? Mid-year?
You're good at these. I know you like these.
Is this a mid-year?
It's coming up, by the way. I know you're good at these.
Here's the thing. I'm going to get in there.
I just want to know if you get another person here, I would upload your show for you.
Sure.
Your gain's all you though.
Okay, I can get my gain up.
I mean, get your gain up. Who's doing more numbers? And by the way, okay, for who you getting? By the way, who's coming in this chair?
Not telling you.
Well, I think the audience needs to know
who are you getting.
I got a couple options. I got a couple people. Now, you want to do it should be a live person. It's not a phone, right?
It's live.
So you got to have somebody.
I'll fly him in.
You got to have somebody.
I'll fly him in.
Okay. I mean, can I bring my guy M. Pole back? You're scared? You're so scared.
Ringer.
You're so scared.
You know what? Because Pole is so solid.
You're so scared.
I would be so I'd co-sign that.
Yeah.
Because he's so solid.
Yeah. Like if he called me right now, like while we filmed this and was like, hey, dude, moving to California. I want to do the pod. I'd be like, Berbs, who? I don't know if I can just cross that out.
Oh, wow.
Get me just a quick little Sharpie. I think we can figure it out. He kind of looks like you a little bit. I mean, not the mustache.
Not really.
No? Okay.
And I don't have a mustache.
Okay. You don't have, I mean, there's stuff there. But that's fine. Okay, so I'm going M poll.
Can I ask you real quick?
You just did.
Words
are hard. Words are hard on the podcast.
So just like that, M poll hits you up and I'm done?
I think
here's the thing. I'm not trying to get rid of you.
Yeah, I mean,
it sounds like you might be.
Could you? if you wanted to get rid of me, could you do that? Yeah, I mean, I just M polls. He's just...
Wow.
I'm going to start calling that guy DLs because he's just DLs.
Sure.
What about Jimmy? Mr. Jimmy Kangura _ could put him in that chair?
He's not taking me down.
So me and Jimmy.
You and Jimmy?
Me and Jimmy versus you and whatever jabroni you're going to roll in here.
Real quick, I was going to bring this up earlier, and then you went on your little bit of a tangent.
Okay. Show just started. I don't know how much earlier. Okay, but that's fine.
I don't know if people have ever caught on the fact that we use, when we say like vision, we say vision.
We do.
We mix up our V's and our W's purposely. And people don't get that.
They don't?
I don't think they do. So that's
is someone called that out to you?
No. I wanted to touch on that though.
Well, you're touching on it now.
You're right. I'm touching it.
You probably shouldn't touch things.
My thing is, you bring in Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't know how to get his W's and V's correct.
Jimmy, he screwed one up today.
I can imagine.
He screwed one up today.
You're gonna get Jimmy in here. We're doing it jokingly. Jimmy's gonna be just doing it, flying out W's and V's. Nobody's gonna know what he's saying.
That makes him endearing.
Is that what it makes?
It makes him endearing. Oh, Jimmy, like it makes him endearing.
Huh.
I think I'd get DLs with Jimmy.
Look, hey man, if you think you've got an opportunity to get more DLs,
so you still haven't told us who you're bringing in.
I'm not telling you.
You're not telling us.
No.
Well, that's gonna make that makes this bit real good when it's you versus a mystery person.
I got a couple options.
Okay.
First option, banjo.
Well, right there, real quick.
He's got downloadable skills.
Yeah.
He's got user interfaces.
There is a setting where you can actually slow down the mic speed.
We're gonna need that
because no one's gonna hear him.
It's fine.
Unless you're gonna do subtitles, like banjo subtitles. You might be onto something there.
We're big overseas.
But who's translating those?
I'll get in there.
Do you speak full banjo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Real
quick today, Banjo. This is a true story. He decided he was going to. He wants to help the world. It's a true story. He wants to help the world.
The world or just certain
the
people?
world? The world.
Okay.
And he's trying to find the right avenue. And so he decided for a while he was going to donate a kidney. Just get on the donor list and give away his kidney. We talked through that. There may be some challenges.
He knows that's only going to help like one person, right?
Yeah, but he's fine with that. He thinks it's going to touch your life.
Sure.
So then we got down to we talked him off the kidney.
Okay.
And then we talked him into bone marrow.
Okay.
So he's potentially going to get himself tested. With that, we know how that's going to go. By the way,
what kind of test?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, round one, Mr. Pieste, thanks for coming in.
Right.
We appreciate you. Yeah. You have a good afternoon.
Okay.
But then this brought a question up.
Real last names, by the way. That's nice.
No one's going to notice. Then this brought a question up. We talked about. Let's say hopefully you're going to be well for the rest of your life. But let's say the doctor comes to you one day and says, Mr. Burbrick, unfortunately, you got a little thing situation here. We're gonna recommend a bone marrow transplant, and you're like, oh shucks, man, I can't believe it. Oh, you know what? Fine. Okay, good. They bring you in the room. You're in the little gurney. You're on the gown. You're ready to go. And Banjo walks in. They're like, this is the guy who's bone marrow again. What are you doing? You getting up?
I'm walking out.
Okay.
I'm going to say who else we have.
You're asking for plan. So what if they're like, Mr. Burbrick, it's either this guy or you're on the list and it could be 2-3 years.
You'll have to correct me for my inability to understand how this is going to fully transpose.
I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah. What's that bone marrow transplant look like? Do I take on like attributes and like tendencies?
I mean, there's DNA involved, no?
I guess that's my question.
I feel like there's a strain of DNA.
So there might be some type of,
I mean, I can't confirm nor deny.
I don't have anybody else available?
No. He just happened to walk in. Your lucky day, he decided to save the day today.
So Banjo is offering up his marrow.
Yes.
To your boy.
Yes. Well, he's offering in general. You just happen to be the guy.
Sure. And if I don't take it, what do I got?
You got another 2 years on the waiting list.
How old am I right now?
You're 37.
37, 2 years on the... And if I get the marrow transplant?
You'll be good. You'll be solid. You got a good 10, 15-year run in you. And then maybe another retransplant, but you got a good 10, 15-year run. I mean, this is really hard. Wow. A, I didn't expect this out of you. But B, this is what you're dealing with.
That's my boy.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it to get the 10 to 15, at which point, during that 10 to 15, I'm going to be searching and scouring the earth to try to redo that transplant.
Okay.
But initially, I'm going to have to take it.
You're going to untransplant?
I'm going to detransplant.
Detransplant.
And then retransplant.
Detransplant, retransplant. Well, I mean, Again, hopefully, if somebody actually needs, some bone marrow out there, you find the donors you're looking for. If it's a short,
is your marrow strong? What's your marrow looking like?
It's not strong.
What's that look like? Go to the doc and just be like, hey, I'm trying to give away some marrow.
Yeah, apparently there's a whole process here.
Okay.
He's gonna go in and there's testing involved, and you got to get on the list, and then you got to be a match, and it's probably harder than
what kind of match is that?
That's a great question.
Huh?
For Banjo, that's a really good question.
All right.
Okay. So did we decide
there could be worse marrows? So I'll take it again.
Fair.
Shouts out to BP. I'll take the transplant.
Okay.
I'll take the marrow.
Yeah.
And we're good to go.
So then we decide that we're the best duo of all time. Is that where that landed?
I think we kind of whittled it down.
Well, we whittled. Okay.
And we realized we just need each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's
the thing.
You keep saying we a lot, by the way.
No, and again, that's what I was going to touch base on.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of the legwork here.
Huh.
Right?
Can we get a quick little if we drew a pie chart?
Sure.
Like I can draw it for the audience here. If we drew a pie chart, of who's doing what,
it's probably just the pie.
Can you just can you just show the audience? I mean, just where should we draw the line?
I think again, are we tit for tat? What are we doing here?
I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
you need a pat on the back?
I'm good. I'm good.
Did you have a rough day?
It was good. It was okay. A lot of work to do. You know about it.
Okay.
Used to work.
Jammed up?
No jam.
Okay.
I'm jammed.
Look, man, if I can get in there,
you're in here.
Get some FaceTime on this.
Now you actually can get FaceTime.
Yeah.
I mean, I can move the camera. So
I appreciate your efforts.
Fair.
Right? I don't know if I've hit you with a text or a call recently that just says, "Hey, I really appreciate you."
I mean, wouldn't hurt.
I think I told you this a couple months ago when you guys fired me.
Yeah.
Slash me quitting.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, man, you're my guy."
Yeah.
Appreciate everything you've done.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you need that today,
I don't.
Okay. Sounds like it.
What's going on with that? We're watching women's college volleyball right now. By the way, there's some buggy going on here, but
there's some situations.
Anyway, so episode 10, and a a lot of people to thank. So again, we were on a tangent there. So my guy Joey, my guy Lyrics and Loops.
Can I get in there real quick?
Our good friends at Lyrics, or
all kinds of loops.
Now you're in there. Stylish words. Now you're in there. Okay.
Yep.
You're in
there. Joey, if you need me, let me know. I could be around. He's local.
He lives like down the street. Yeah.
And you know him?
We've run into each other a few times before. Yeah.
Okay.
But we haven't hung out. We haven't kicked it. Do people say kick it, by the way? Funny story. I think I have this right. I think Joey's going to listen to this. I think I have this right. I think when we first moved here, I went to a little boot camp situation because I was trying to get my wads figured out. I was out of sync on the wads, and I believe Joey was at that boot camp. I didn't stay for very long because it was kind of buggy. But I think Joey was there.
Okay.
I can't confirm that. If he listens to this, he can correct us and tell me if I'm right or wrong. I believe Joey was there.
I mean, I don't want to put you or Joey on the spot here, but I mean, wad for wad, if you and Joey are going head for head, head to head.
I mean, we don't do that. It's not the kind of gym.
If it's a one-on-one wad situation, what's going on? I don't want to bet against my guy.
Yeah. I to be fair, I don't know that I remember much about his wad acumen. Okay. Seems like a solid dude, solid build.
Think you could do that kip, that little?
I don't think. I think he's all Strix. If I had to guess, yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, I'm out of shape. I mean, I got to get back in some running shape right now. I got a bad foot. I typically have something injured every day. I got a bad foot. I mean, I'm a burpee off if he needs it or something. Are you in for that, by the way?
I'll do the push-ups.
There we are. What's wrong with the burpee?
I don't want to get back up and go back down and do that whole thing.
Guy like you. Okay.
Stay down there, baby.
Okay. Well. Anyway, so episode 10.
Yep, appreciate all the people.
Everyone who's helped us out along the way. Your girl, Cordy Christine, she was kind of salty today.
Can I get in there real quick?
You are.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, to Cordy Christine.
Happy belated.
She was a little salty that you called her out for not supporting the show, when in fact she actually has supported the show. She sent out a little IG blast and netted us, a couple of followers off that. And she's a faithful listener.
She is.
And she's a faithful note taker.
Okay.
So if you mess up a vowel, if there's a word out of place, Cordy Christine's on you.
That's why we can't get Jimmy on the show, because she's gonna be taking notes the whole time.
Okay.
This vowel situation.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I think it's just gonna be expected.
Sure.
She just understands that.
If I need to clean it up, I'd like to, Cordy Christine, appreciate everything you're doing for the show.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
I did see you posted something like at 10 p.m. last night on IG. Again, I'm not huge in the IG space.
I was actually like 4:30 today.
I saw something like 10:30 last night.
That may have been in reply to a comment, but
it was like a picture of a cake that said "Happy Birthday," something or another.
Do you know how IG works?
I opened it. It popped up.
Yeah.
I had a timestamp.
Yeah. So okay, great, and it does, and it is. So, however, that post has nothing to do with us.
No,
it was just her birthday.
I understand, but
she posted today.
I opened it at that time.
Yeah.
And that's the time it looked like it was posted, which was later.
And that's probably correct.
So that's what I'm saying.
But it has nothing to do with it. Today, she actually made a post where she said, "Listen to the Guys Like Us show."
So we're talking about different things here.
Clearly,
so the birthday cake that I saw, late last night, in conjunction with now this post that she posted today about the Guys Like Us, those are not one and the same. I did see both.
Okay.
I would like to again say happy belated birthday.
But on the show,
cut you off right
you
there.
didn't call her out for not posting a picture of any cakes. You called her out for not promoting the show. Ergo, the picture of the cake, while a gorgeous looking cake, I'm sure it was scrumptious, has little to nothing to do with what
if I can
she's
clean
talking
up some
about.
of my wrongdoings here.
I mean,
I'd like to just say that again.
Yeah, we got some time.
For me being behind the 8 ball, if you will, on IG, I need my people to pick up the slack.
Oh, wow.
Right? And again, it's not that she hasn't been doing her job, because she has. But sometimes,
This is cleaning up your mistakes here? This is what this is?
I want to say thank you for everything.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Well, again, a lot of people to thank. Cordy Christine is one. Jimmy Kangura _ is the other. So a lot of solid people out there on episode 10. So on a past episode, Berbs, we had talked about the white rapper beef.
We did. There was some beef.
We got just a litany of replies to our list, and by litany, one guy DM'd me actually, and called out some rappers that we should look at that we didn't actually do.
Yeah, I saw the list. That was a horrible list.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't get into that. But since that time, there has been a further development in the white rapper beef, and our fans are clamoring for us to talk about this.
Okay.
So let me set this up for those of you who don't have ears. MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, he had posted a little diss track after Eminem's album came out. And now Eminem responded with a diss track of his own called Kill Shot.
Yes.
Have you heard said track, Berbs?
The shot was fired.
And so I guess what we can do here is assess who won this particular battle, if you will, between the two diss tracks.
If we're talking diss track for diss track, obviously M1, right? I talked about it on the initial episode, last episode or whatever it was, when we were talking about the white rapper beef.
Yeah.
Big props, big shout out to MGK for at least going out M.
Okay.
Again, I think he had some decent verbiage. I think he had some decent bars, some decent lines.
Real quick, what's the downside of him going after Eminem?
That's where I'm getting to, actually.
Because he got his name out there, people know who he is.
So there's no downside if you're MGK.
Sure.
Right?
So you're giving him props for doing something that literally had no negative consequence?
I'm giving him props for one, going at M, and now that I'm giving him props for having a bigger bank account.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure he's getting paid pretty lucratively off of this. If you look at his downloads for Rap God, Rap Devil,
sure,
compared to what he's done in his last 5-6 years, pretty sure that's got the most downloads.
Yeah.
So, from a business standpoint, I think it's pretty good for him.
Would you rather be famous or infamous? So famous... Do you know the difference real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay. Would you rather be famous? You did something really good.
Yep.
And you're really popular. You're a great athlete, a musician, artist, well, not you, whatever. Or you're the guy who, mooned the president or, climbed Mount Everest and, fell halfway through. Like, what would you rather be, famous or infamous?
Those are the only two options for infamous? There's nothing else?
I mean, there's a lot. I just try to keep it clean.
Yeah.
We may have kids listening. My grandmother listens to the show, by the way. Not the one at work, the real one.
Okay.
Yeah.
They found her?
Yeah. Well, the run at work is still MIA, but we'll get her.
I mean, I think I think I got to go famous, right?
Yeah.
Unless you could come at me with some real hard, infamous criteria, I'll just stay famous.
Okay. And what kind of hard criteria?
You think about it.
Okay.
You let me know.
Do you have any thoughts ruminating in your head there?
I got nothing.
That's fair.
Yeah, I got nothing.
So I agree with you. I do believe Eminem won that particular diss track battle. Do you have any favorite lines? I had one. I remember. I don't know if you have any favorite lines from that.
I got a few. I wanted to talk about something else in regards to that, but what was your favorite line?
So my favorite was, how are you going to call yourself a handgun when you have a man bun?
Right.
I thought that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
It's classic.
So I don't know if you had a chance to take a look at the actual interviews on YouTube with him and Sway.
How weird were those, by the way?
They were.
My dude is like, listen, I was an M guy. Like, I grew up on M. He was the Slim Shady in college. I had the bleach blonde hair. That was me.
That was you.
What a weird dude.
A little weird.
It was out there.
So
If I heard him real quick, if I can just summarize, he was like, I ain't mad. You didn't have to say that though. And so I had to go back at you, but I ain't mad about it.
Right.
Is what he basically said for like, 30 minutes.
Right. So that on top of, I don't want to go back at you because if I go at you, I'm just going to make you more money.
Yeah.
But yet he kept going back at him.
Yeah.
So M being M, I think MGK had a line talking about, why are you getting upset? You're the big bad bully. Now I've said something to you and you're upset or whatever the case may be. So to MGK's point, Eminem made fun of everybody and went at everybody for years when he first got in the game and even throughout his entire run.
A lot of game, a lot of years, a lot of run.
To MGK's point, and again, I'm not pro MGK, but I'm pro truth.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
He basically said, I'm coming at you now. Why are you going to be a baby about it?
Yeah.
So I respect that. I'm mad at that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror.
Well, speaking of white rappers, really quickly, I saw this commercial the other day. I don't know if you've seen this guy.
I think I know where you're going.
So there is a commercial for Mitsubishi.
By the way, have you ever noticed that there's no Mitsubishi dealerships around?
Not a lot. I don't know if they're thriving. Mitsubishi, get at us.
I don't think they're on the Ross growth plan.
Yeah, they're not thriving, I don't think, but I haven't researched that. And so the commercial is these what I assume are unsuspecting Mitsubishi or prospective Mitsubishi owners get in the car and they're like, man, this is a nice car. Wow, I like what I'm seeing here. And my dude, the guy, the
concierge,
I guess he's supposed to be the salesman. I'm not quite sure his role here. Just starts busting out a rap. Yeah. Yo, the sunroof come down into me. Like he just starts busting a rap. Yeah, like? You know about it. Okay. Just starts busting a rap out, right? Yeah. And typically, spoiler alert, he's white, by the way. Yeah. Doesn't look like he would bust a rap out.
Sure.
Not like I just did, which was classic, by the way. But and then everyone's just kind of like surprised, and they're all like, "Oh wow."
Have you actually stopped to actually look at the faces of the people? They're like pretty perplexed.
Yeah.
They're not really like,
well, because
this is it. They're kind of like, really?
I have two questions for you off that. A, let's put Berbs in the driver's seat, and your guy who's riding shotgun with you.
I already stopped.
Just starts getting the 1-2s at you.
Nope.
What are you doing?
Car stopped. Get out.
You're kicking him out.
Get out. I'll pick you back up when you're done.
Okay. So
I'm gonna go around the parking lot in this car.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn the music back down because now I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick you up, and I don't want to hear your voice when you get back in the car.
So here's my other question. So imagine that you're in the Mitsubishi headquarters.
Sure.
I'm sure that's vast. You're at a giant conference table, and they're like, "All right, everybody, gather around. Commercials coming up here. What ideas we got? Who's got something?" And one guy's like, "Hey, what about just a shot of the car down the beach? I don't know. What else you got? I got one, sir. How about we're just driving hairpin turns? I don't know. I've heard it all, sir. I've got an idea. How about white wrapper in the passenger seat? You know what? Gold. Like, so how does that go down?
You think Mr. Mitsubishi was like, man, this is our ticket. We're gonna sell
somebody
units.
Signed off and said, hey. That's not a bad idea.
Do you think that they were because that's been out before the MGK?
It was.
M&M. So
I absolutely think that.
You think they're the front runners and the liaison, if you will. Well, maybe not.
Yeah.
You think they're the?
Here we are.
Yeah, we're stuck.
We're recording, right?
Yeah. Okay. You think they're the trendsetters?
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Spearheading, if you will. This whole white rapper beef.
I think it's a good marketing ploy to get a Caucasian skinned
real quick
rap artist.
Can you get on the interwebs and see if this guy's got a name?
I cannot. I got a lot of things recording here. You got like 9 phones in front of you. So
my phone's got phones.
Feel free to go ahead and grab one of those and hit me a little Google search.
What do you think? Just white rapper.
I assume he's got some sort of a following or whatnot.
Ask you real quick?
You just
based
did?
off what you heard in that quick snippet on Mitsubishi. I don't know why that word's so difficult.
I mean, it's hard.
Yeah,
really.
Would you rather listen to a full album of him or a full album of MGK?
Give me Mitsubishi.
Wow.
Give me Mitsubishi.
But again,
just out of morbid curiosity, like
sure,
just to see, like, is this guy going to be good? It may be more comical.
MGK has production though. He's got Diddy.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, take that. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. By the way, favorite Diddy song? What do you got?
You already asked me this. Victory with Puffy.
I know. I was hoping one day you'll say Senorita.
I'm not going to.
Mommy Benaki. I'm hoping one day you're not going to. Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't have his own songs.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm going to go at Mitsubishi guy just because I feel like there may be more comic value there.
Let's see real quick.
More topics for the podcast.
White rapper. Mitsubishi.
Please tell me. Do you know how to spell Mitsubishi? Is that going in? Or you're just getting to Mitsu and hoping that it autofills?
Mitsubishi commercial.
We got a guy coming in here. Okay. Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah.
Oh well.
Harry Mack spits bars on test drives in new Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross.
So, guy's name is Harry Mack. Is that M-A-C-K?
That is Harry, spelled normally, and Mack, spelled normally. Mack. So let me see what we got here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Driver's seat. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of silence there.
Freestyle test drives. Okay.
Yeah. Does he have a record label? Is he?
It doesn't look like there's a lot of copious albums.
Can I get him on iTunes? By the way, we're on iTunes. If you don't know that
we're on
already,
there.
guys like us, search for us on Apple Podcast if you want to subscribe, rate, review. I forgot.
Real quick.
Okay,
Let me get in there.
you're right here.
Mack's skills as a lyricist are undoubted, and his ability to think on his feet in just about any situation, including at the wheel of a crossover, has helped him earn the respect of fans, peers, and even his idols.
Who wrote that? Him?
It looks like we got some Kendrick Lamar inspired lyrics here.
Let's not.
Should I play this?
I mean, I don't think you can hear it. Yeah, I feel like we may get some issues on that.
First comment: this commercial is total crap.
Okay.
So at least they know. At least we're not the only ones.
I mean, I wasn't. I didn't think we were. I figured we were on the forefront of this.
Yeah. So I guess you're right. Out of just curiosity, I'd probably give Harry Mack some run and just see what he's working with.
I still just want to get that.
He had a picture over here with him and Kendrick, so maybe Kendrick gave him a little something.
I still just want to understand who the Mitsubishi execs were just like, you know what, God, sales are down. That Eclipse crossover didn't take off like we thought it would. Are we still making the Montero? We should make the Montero again because that was a home run.
We're big on data and research.
Yeah.
R&D team.
Yeah.
If you had to guess how many units they sold, or just sales, just Mitsubishi.
By the way, you realize R&D doesn't stand for research and data, right?
I said research and development.
You said data.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah, sure.
Data, development.
Yeah.
All that.
What are you developing right now?
The data.
Okay.
Mitsubishi 2017 sales.
Yeah.
What are you giving me?
This is international. This is U.S.
Let me see what comes up here.
Okay.
This is not good.
Not good.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, surprising twist here.
Depending on the one we click on.
Berbs is wrong.
Okay. Oh wow. So if you had to guess.
Yeah, you asked me that already. Do you have the number? Do you want me to keep talking here? Or?
There's no number.
Okay.
If you had to guess whether or not they were up or down in sales compared to 2016, so we're talking 2017 numbers.
Yeah.
Compared to 2016 LY.
Okay.
So 2 LY.
Yep.
Do you think they're up, down, and if they're up or down, what's the percentage?
Well, I feel like I feel like the answer would be down, but the fact that you've let it up this way leads me to think that they're actually up.
Okay, and if you had to guess on a number of up, where are you at?
Percentage number, give me 11%.
Okay, so respectable. So I don't even know how this is possible. Again, we probably should check this site, but calendar year 2017 sales close at 7.7% above 2016.
I mean,
what does that look like? You sold 4 cars.
That could be a lot of. Did they make additional models in 17? They did it in 16. Did they introduce a new, Montero crossover Sport? Those are nice.
Did you notice the new Eclipse is no longer like the regular Eclipse?
I haven't ever noticed a new Eclipse. No.
All right, great.
The Lancer was pretty cherry back in the day. You had one of those?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, you had one of those.
Evo.
That was you?
Shouts out! If you got an Evo 10.
I know. So I have a buddy who I think he followed us on IG. He's like Evo obsessed.
He probably didn't follow us.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, we're 200 plus to 600 plus, so it's highly unlikely.
It's 250. Yeah. He's Evo obsessed.
Good for him.
It seems like a hobby of some sort. I also want to circle back.
Actually, real quick, I'm going to cut you off. Yeah. Mitsubishi also makes like air conditioners, though. So you think they're taking
Mitsubishi Electric? Is that all one conglomeration?
One conglomeration. One
I
hybrid,
think you can't count
umbrella?
that. You can't count window units and Monteros together. That's just foul.
Are there air conditioners in the cars?
Presumably.
You're welcome.
So one thing I want to circle back on really quickly, I mentioned this too, climbing a mountain.
Okay.
You want
me to do that right now?
No. Here's what I don't get about climbing the mountain. It sounds like it's a really good idea, right? People get jazzed up. They want to climb this mountain. Like, you see all these things where guys are going to climb Everest and
Can I cut you off before you finish your thought here?
Okay, you just did. But
it's the dumbest thing in the world.
Well, sure. To you and I, it might not be the most intelligent idea in the world, but some people actually think that it's a good idea. What's that looking like once they get all the way to the top? How do they get down? Does anyone ever think about that? Like, you trek your happy ass like 6,000 miles up a mountain. You still got to get back down, Hoss.
6,000?
Isn't it?
That's not.
It feels aggressive, but
I would venture to guess they don't just stay there. So yeah, they get down.
But-
obviously.
like that's half the problem. Like, you get all the way to the top. Like, is there like a helicopter that comes and like whisks you off the mountain?
Sure. If you've got a helicopter on deck.
I just always wondered that. Like, you get up to the top of the mountain, you're like, hey, everybody. Oh, man, I want to thank everybody. My parents. I'm on the top of the mountain. And someone's like, hey, bro, how you getting down?
Yeah, I mean, I think going down is obviously a lot easier than going up.
There you go.
Right?
I mean, there's a couple of ways you could, go about that. Sure.
My thought is you spent the last 6,000 miles, according to you, climbing up this mountain.
Yeah.
Right? So that took you 40 years. 6,000 miles, that's a heck of a trek.
Roughly.
On the way down, you're just thinking like, man, I can't believe I climbed it. And you just got so much positivity. 2 hours later, you're already down the mountain.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So the conversion ratio on the way down is like
your conversion on the 6,000 miles is
40
already,
years to 1, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay.
But your conversion on the 6,000 miles is already in question.
Yeah, I just don't know. How do you get down? And is all that
You
really
just
worth
go
it?
down the same way you came up.
Isn't that a buzzkill? Like, I'm up here. I made it. That's like winning the lottery, and then like, oh, by the way, we need to take all that money back.
Can I ask you something?
You just did.
Let's say I put a 9 million pack of Bud Light up there, and I was like, Adam, go get it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure as you're drinking those on the way down to the mountain, you're not going to be upset.
I can't carry 9 million pack on the way down.
A guy like you with your shoulders and your traps?
Those aren't the minis, right?
Oh, no, 16s.
Okay.
16s. So we outlaw the minis.
Yeah, that's fair. We did that in a previous show.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, if I'm like, hey, Eaton, there's $1 million.
Well, sure. If this is a personal
I
gain
wasn't done talking,
situation,
but that's fine.
if there's 9 mil just cash on top of Mount Burbrick, like sure, somebody give me a harness and a C clip, and I'll meet you right up there. But just to do it to say, hey, I did it, then you got to get it all the way down. And
Real quick, underrated movie from your boy Sly, Cliffhanger.
Was it underrated? I think it was properly rated.
Properly rated?
It was properly rated.
By the way, we talked about doing overrated, underrated, properly rated. We only did that one time.
We only did that one time.
You got anything off the top we could talk about?
I mean, I could certainly come up with some stuff. I think Cliffhanger is certainly properly rated as trash.
Wow. What do you think IMDb gave it? I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, give me Rotten Tomatoes. Really, that's really where it's at.
I don't like IMDb though.
Why would you?
You wanna go Rottens?
Give me Rotten Tomatoes. I can't imagine Cliffhanger.
Well, Rotten Tots.
Yeah, Stallone is such a weird. I mean, Rockies have got to
74, right?
Yeah, he's still at HGH. He's on the Nugenics.
Well,
protocol.
he's on Nugenics like V2.
Yeah, he's on
a superset of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not mad at him.
Yeah, he's such a. I assume Rocky would be the movie that you'd best associate with him.
Well, of course, but I mean, again, that's why I said loosely underrated Cliffhanger.
And properly rated a trash.
Properly rated a okay. 1993, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm clicking on it.
Yeah,
Sly was so smooth in those shorts though.
I mean,
wow, this is gonna be higher than I think you think it is. So what's the what's the tomato meter in your opinion, percentage wise? I don't know if you know how.
Yeah, give me 62.
Okay, respectable. 68.
Yeah.
So
what color is that?
It's a red tomato.
Okay.
Do they change the tomato?
They
color?
do.
Give me a really horrible movie that's gonna change.
Well, pick a good movie and you'll see a different color.
Shawshank Redemption.
There you are.
Shawshank. Feel free to keep up. Here we go. 1994.
Yeah, solid.
Oh, that's okay. I see what you're
So
saying.
so when you're in the Reds,
yeah.
When you're in the Reds, that's trash.
91%.
Yeah. Who's the 9% who's like, this isn't for me? I just don't like when the guy breaks out of prison after he's wrongfully been, just in there for decades, and then poor Red, Red was here, and
right. Shout out to Morgan Freeman, who I think this was his first role, and he was like 60.
I don't think it was his first role.
I think this was like his first major one, no?
We should look at that up. I don't know.
We're not talking.
What's your favorite Morgan Freeman movie though?
Anything he's ever been in.
No matter what?
Everything and all of it. Except for that one with Jim Carrey. What was that?
Bruce Almighty?
Bruce Almighty, that was
horrible. He was God.
I know.
Yeah.
Which he might be.
He might not. Yeah, 7's good.
7.
What's in the box? I mean, that's a solid.
Morgan's my dude though.
That's your guy?
Morgan's my guy.
So who's the actor that no matter what movie he or she puts out, or actress, that you're going to see it? Maybe you're not going to the theater because a guy like you, Denzel, every time,
no matter what. 100%.
No matter what it is.
100%.
He's put some trash out too.
That's fine. I'll watch it.
You were all over the Pelican Brief back in the day?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I was a young buck just coming up in the streets of Stockton.
Yeah. That's fine. It's just, you're bright.
Anything Denzel.
Okay.
I'm all money.
Okay.
Real quick, because I don't know if you've heard him speak outside of his movies, but he's very good motivational. He's very good motivational.
Okay.
Upbringing, bringing up the peoples. He just seems like a down to earth dude, which, despite the fact that he's got millions and millions of dollars, just seems like a good guy.
Yeah, seems like a solid guy.
What do you got?
Who am I going to see every time?
Every time,
man. You know whose movies I've seen a lot of them?
No.
I'll tell you then.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of Will Smith movies.
Yeah.
And now some of it is just on accident. They just show up. But I've seen a lot of Will Smith.
So
more than I'd like to admit, probably.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember that run of, it was probably, mid 2000s.
He was
when
killing
Will
the game.
Smith was just killing the game like Lil Wayne. He was just in
every summer, baby.
Yeah.
Blockbuster.
I mean, he had the iRobot. He had the Blockbusters.
Men in Black.
Men in Black 2. Men in Black 7.
That one. He had Bad Boys 2.
Ali.
Underrated movie. I really like Ali.
I don't know if it's underrated.
I think it's
probably
I don't
rated.
think. I mean, I don't know if you got a Rotten Tomatoes check.
Nah, I'm not worried about
You're
that.
all set there. Underrated.
Real quick, we need to get the underrated, overrated, properly rated back.
Okay.
We only gave that one segment.
Next show, you want to try that?
Sure. I mean, if you can go off the top right now.
I mean, I can give you some things, and you tell me if they're underrated, overrated, or properly rated.
That's exactly what I just said.
Are you ready?
So you just repeated what I just said.
That's fine. Again, this is not rehearsed, ladies and gentlemen. So if you've listened to this full 40 minutes, by the way,
40 in.
Toothpicks.
Underrated.
And why is this?
I love me a good toothpick. Now we talking the wooden toothpicks that you get at your restaurant that are like the cheapy ones in the stencil. Are we talking like the Dentec full on reach around with the rope, and you know about that?
I think those are for flossing, right? We're talking just your
utensil.
garden variety. You're walking out of your local Chili's.
Sure.
They got that tray of toothpicks that people have just been finger blasting forever.
Well, no, they're probably wrapped.
Sometimes you grab one of those bad boys. Give me the rating on that.
Well, first of all, your boy's not going to be at Chili's.
Fair.
It's
Okay.
a trash establishment.
Wow.
Unless they want to sponsor us, which
Wow.
I love Chili's, baby back, right?
Wow.
When was the last time you went to Chili's?
Mrs. E likes Chili's a lot. Mrs. E
That's
doesn't
not my
like.
question.
Yeah, Mrs. E likes it a lot.
Okay.
So she, she drags us there pretty frequently. She doesn't like our podcast, by the way.
Oh wow.
But she likes Chili's. Oddly enough.
When was the last time you stepped foot in
And by the way,
Chili's?
you want to make Mrs. E an exec producer? She doesn't even like the show.
She said she doesn't like the... What's going on up there?
Don't worry about that. She just said she doesn't like the show.
She said that?
She said that.
She
hasn't not said that. How's that?
Real quick.
Ask her. Okay, we can. She's in the other room. She's not going to come in here. But once we're done recording this, I want you to go out there and I want you to ask Mrs. E how many minutes of the last show she listened to.
Well, to be fair, Mrs. B hasn't listened to any of it either.
So here's what Mrs. E does, right? So after the show's over, I have to edit this thing. I'll teach you how to do that one of these days.
Yeah, one of these days.
And so I'm playing a lot of the show back. So I'm getting the clips all figured out, getting the audio in, and I have it playing loud, so typically you can hear it. So the next day I post the show, and she was like, "Hey, listen to the show. Matt Pohl was great." And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Matt's really good, solid guy. I'm glad he could come on."
Which means she would have got through the whole show.
And I'm like, "What did you think of the part before that, though?" And she was like, "Oh, I heard most of that last night when you were editing it." I'm like, "No, you didn't. I only played like 7 seconds at a time. Like, there's no way you heard that." She's like, "No, I heard it. It's fine." And so I was like, "Well, what did you think about the part we talked about this one thing or this other thing?" She's like, "Oh, I missed it. I didn't hear that part." So then she's like, "I'll go back and listen to it." So then, like an hour later, she texts back. She's like, "I listened to it. What part did you want me to listen to?"
When did you text her? She wasn't sleeping?
No. Well, that's what I can't confirm.
See,
I can't confirm.
Well, here's the problem that I have. That's just disrespect. One.
Yeah.
And then two, Poll was like at minute 58.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What'd you do for the first 58 minutes?
Apparently, you heard it when I edited for 3 minutes.
Okay, sure.
Well, so Mrs. B also doesn't listen?
I'm pretty sure she
What
doesn't.
are we doing here? Why?
Yeah. No support. No support.
What are we
system.
doing around here?
No support system.
My, oh my. This is just like friendly fire.
We need some guys like us groupies.
Yeah. You listen to the show too, right?
Every time.
Yeah. I mean, I listen to even though I know what happens,
right.
I still listen to the show.
I'm the one who did the show, and I listen to the show.
I mean, loosely.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah, I still listen to the show. Yeah.
Somebody's got to download
And
something.
Mrs. E's like, "Oh yeah, it was great. It was good."
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't understand that part.
You know what? Now that
And then you want to make her an exec producer.
I was just gonna say, now that you mentioned that, she's off the line.
All due respect to Mrs.
We don't have a show sheet for this episode, but if she was on there, I'd probably
she's
take
not
her
though.
off.
And I will give Mrs. B a ton of credit. All of the I assume she tells you when I post on Instagram because all those posts Mrs. B likes.
Yeah.
And she's quick on the draw.
Yeah.
She's quick. Bang, bang,
she
bang.
She hits
bang.
me up and says, "Did you see what Adam posted?" I'm like, "No."
She likes my stuff, right?
Of course. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll give you credit.
Yeah, some of that's really good.
It's good.
Some of that's good. You know about that.
It's good.
Yeah, Mrs. E though. Not if she. So anyway, she likes Chili's. So toothpicks.
Okay, so Chili's.
Toothpicks. Chili's also overrated then, I guess.
Overrated. That's just trash. That's not real food.
Okay.
It's in a bag. They heat it up. They put it on your plate. You call it a day.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you another restaurant. I
Pay
know.
$27 for a barbecue.
Let's just
steak?
make this the all restaurant edition of OUP here. Another restaurant I know that you and I have talked about a lot in the past.
It's probably going to be overrated.
And I know we were going to make a pilgrimage out there.
We butt heads?
We couldn't do it. We couldn't get out there. Benigans.
I'm at a disadvantage because I've never been there.
You've never been to Benigans?
No. I know about Benigans largely because I just like saying Benigans.
Yeah.
But I've actually never been. But we did call that one Benigans.
We did call that one
out
Benigans.
in East Bay.
Yeah.
And an Asian man.
That's true.
Which I thought was really odd.
Yeah. Why is that odd, by the way? But yes, he did answer.
Right.
So I'll tell so I was the one who called. And you were
Right, I was sitting there.
You were on the speakerphone, yeah. And so I'm like, hey man, we're just trying to double check. We thought are you guys still open? And he was like, yeah, man, we're open. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, what time are you open till tonight? He's like, I don't know, like 9 or 10. Okay.
I think you actually questioned him, like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, it depends on who's in here.
Depends on who's in there, yeah. Yeah. So
we were going to try
based on that, I think they're underrated because they're willing to accommodate you. If you're there 9:15, just having a French dip and a couple of tall boys, and they're like, hey, I'm not ready to leave. They're like, cool, bro, take your time.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're the third customer in for the day.
Take your time. Well, they're underrated. Their customer service model is so strong.
No, they're not underrated. They're probably either properly rated or heavily overrated.
I mean, the fact that they like cut like I don't know, like 107 restaurants and now they have like 4 left probably tells you where they're at.
Yeah.
But back in the day, Benigans, UCF.
I mean,
shout out Benigans, UCF, 2-for-1s all the time, baby.
I would have loved to have frequented a Benigans just to kind of get some reps.
You think we can do a live remote from Benigans? Just bring all this gear into the table, set it up, and just start talking?
I don't think we'll be in anybody's way.
Fair, probably not,
pretty
right?
sure nobody's in there.
Okay. So again, all restaurant edition of OUP while we're at it here. Controversial restaurant sometimes. Give me Hooters.
Again, I'm at a disadvantage.
You've never been to Hooters? Come on, dude.
No, never been to Hooters.
You ever walked past a Hooters?
I've driven past a Hooters.
And you've never just been like, let me just check this out?
I'm pretty sure it's trash, bro. What do they got, wings?
Yes.
Yeah, trash.
Yeah.
You know where I get my wings?
I don't.
Wings and things.
Okay.
No, I'm all lemon pepper.
I'm with you, lemon pepper.
I'm all Wingstop.
I'm all Rick Ross on the lemon pepper. Yeah. Give me some extra crispy lemon pepper.
Here's the thing. When your boy goes out to eat, I want to get something that is top tier, something that maybe I wasn't cooking at home that night. I don't want to go and get just some plain wings and some dried up steak or chicken. I want the real deal.
Okay.
So I'm going to a Ruth's Chris. Right,
okay.
Putting down a little 8-ouncer, a little side potato, a little family style. You know about it.
Your liquidity is tight. So
a little Morton's. I like me a good steak.
Okay.
I'm big in the chicken, big in the fish as well. You know about me.
Sure.
Look at my leanness. But yeah, I mean, I'd probably say overrated.
Hooters overrated.
How many guys work there?
Probably like the barkeep.
Okay. So from what I understand from Hooters, you're not necessarily going for the food. Right?
No,
So I don't think
that's why I want to know. Is that a genius restaurant idea?
It's a genius restaurant idea because they're making money.
They're making money off what you think is trash food, right?
Well, it probably is trash food.
It's not great.
If Benigans had a bunch of hot chicks wearing nothing, I'm pretty sure Benigans would be going sales through the roof.
To be fair, we don't know what they have.
We know what
it's
they
probably
don't
self-serve. You're probably in the kitchen yourself, just tossing yourself a salad. Not that kind.
Yep.
You're probably just in there, just like, where's the chicken tenders? Can I get the chicken tenders over here?
Yeah.
You're probably I don't imagine that there's a lot of.
Give me one more to settle this whole thing because we had Chili's.
Chili's, you said was trash.
Was overrated.
Overrated.
Hot trash. Hot trash. You gave me Bennigan's.
I did give you Bennigan's.
Which I said was probably properly and or over.
Okay.
And now you gave me Hooters, which I'm also saying is over. I'd like to give you an under or proper.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
try to give you something if you could think of.
Well, I'm trying to think of something that's chain that maybe most of our listeners would understand. I don't want to go with like Pacific Catch or Lazy Dog, some local joints here.
I'm trying to think of what chain that I would frequent. I'll give you this: Texas Roadhouse.
Solid.
They got a good steak. It's fresh.
That bread solid.
That bread is solid. That bread is solid.
Luckily, that was on camera, so other people can enjoy what just happened there.
That bread is solid. That steak is fresh.
Yeah.
Good cuts. So I'll say properly rated and or underrated for
yeah.
Roadhouse.
I like TR.
Yeah.
Good spot. I have this thing about I don't really enjoy restaurants where you throw crap on the floor.
So if we're talking that, then yeah, we've got problems because
Like,
I hate that too.
I just don't
I
understand
got peanuts
it.
everywhere.
Yeah, I get it's like a folksy like country situation, but like, what are we doing? Mrs. E goes crazy in there because she's vacuum like phenomenon. You notice
she took the
studio vacuumed, by the way.
Did she take?
Wasn't me. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Did she take the Dyson in there?
She probably would.
Wow.
She probably would. I think it's got good suction. You know, it's just got
that kind of
strong
suction?
canister. Well, if it's fair, Dyson. You should.
Type suction?
You should you should product test there.
Okay.
You should just product test there and see what you
get. A lot
get.
of cloggage though, I would assume.
There's probably some, yeah.
A lot of cloggage.
There's probably some. Okay, well I got one more for you then.
Okay.
This is a controversial one in the Eaton household.
Sure.
Panera bread.
Oh man. Properly rated, because you know what you're getting. You're getting a sandwich or you're getting soup or salad.
Okay.
And a cookie for 99 cents. If you play
Always.
your cards
and a
right.
baker item if you're ready. Yeah.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. So, one, you're getting a half a sandwich and a soup for $27. and I like how they throw in you can get a bakery item for 99 cents. Well, yeah, I just spent $12,000 on a salad. I'd like to think I can get a cookie for 99 cents.
Yeah.
So they are what they are. They are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
So I'd say properly rated.
Trash. It's just straight overrated.
You're not big in salads.
Straight overrated. I actually don't mind a good salad.
Well, you do because you don't put any dressing.
Yeah, I don't put dressing on my salad.
Well,
here's the thing. Salad,
you're not big sandos, or you're not big in sandos.
I love sandos. Give me a good sando. Give me a good sub.
I've
You give me
never
a good
seen you eat
sub.
sando.
What?
We went to Jersey Mike's
Mike's
one time.
Yeah.
Shout out Jersey Mike's, Cordy Christie with the free coupons.
So Mrs. E loves Jersey Mike's. We probably go there once a week. Give me number 9. That's it's turkey roast beef with a little bit of bacon on there.
Sure.
Give me some cheese.
What kind of cheese you going with?
I think I
cheddar,
come
little pepper
Swiss. I
jack?
usually go Swiss or provolone.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a big sandwich guy. Big in the sandwiches.
That's
all the people listening. You should Google this. All the people listening in Florida, and we're big there. I carry Florida for you. You're welcome, by the way. There's a joint called La Spada's. Just fantastic. I got a photo of this place. They take the meat. So you get the spread, you get some meat there, you get the veggies on top.
Okay.
Another layer of meat on top of that, and they wrap it like a cocoon.
So
Like a cocoon of meat.
Meat on top
a
of
meat cocoon. All up in a nice, just crispy.
You ever had too much meat?
What do you mean?
On the sandwich, have they given you too much meat?
I mean, they have large.
A guy like you, with your type of intake,
large portions.
Sure.
I typically would get the regular, which is probably what you would determine to be a foot long, and I take it down.
The RC edition.
I take it down.
Good for you, man.
I take it down.
I love me a sandwich.
So Panera Bread's just trash, though.
I'm not gonna say.
What's
trash.
your go-to there? What are you getting there? Let me get the Frontega chicken that's been like pre-made for 6 weeks.
What chicken?
Frontega chicken.
Wow.
It's like pre-made. Like one time I went there and I was like, "Hey, I'll take the Frontega chicken,
Real
please."
quick, you're gonna say that they're pre-made, but you're gonna co-sign Chili's once a week.
I didn't say I went there happily. They
You go
have
there with your wife, which means you go there.
again. I didn't say I went there happily.
You don't run the show.
No, I don't. No, I let Mrs. E have free reign on restaurants.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I throw my 2 cents in.
You let her horrible judgment dictate your life.
I mean, happy wife, happy life. Sometimes.
Horrible food, happy life.
What are you gonna do? I mean, that's why I do this podcast that she hates. That way, I can. This is my revenge right here.
That's fair.
Well, we're 10 shows in. I'm always getting back for the 18 years we were married.
Here's what you do. Next time you go to Chili's,
fact check that for me.
you play episode 10 in the podcast and make her listen to it on the way there.
Yeah.
Just a little spite.
Yeah. I said 18 years. It's actually only 15.
Yeah, you're not that old.
It'll be 15 this year.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Panera Bread just trash. Anyway, so I got the Frontega, and I'm like, hey, real quick, can I just get no onions? And they're like, no, it's pre-made. I'm like, what do you mean? Just take the onions off. What do you mean pre-made?
They told you it was pre-made?
They told me it was pre-made. They couldn't take the onions off.
When did you go? 1902?
This is recent.
No.
Yeah, my minions love Panera.
Now I know you're just hating. They're not pre-made.
I was told they were Panera, get at it. If someone's listening, let us know if you've had.
Was this guy new? Did he have the "I'm training" sticker on?
He did not. No, this was
it was like a little
young lady. Seemed like a reputable young lady.
Okay.
She told me that stuff's pre-made. I just didn't want the no onions. I'm good without onions.
All right. Well,
and I couldn't get it.
From what I understand, they've got a little kitchen situation. Obviously, they're taking the tickets.
Naturally, they have a kitchen. Genius.
They're taking.
Where
do
they make their food at? Outside?
Maybe.
All
Maybe
right.
they're making it up Benigans and then shipping it over. They're making the sandwiches. They got the tickets. I've customized my order. No problem.
Okay. Where'd you get though?
Some type of sandwich with no tomatoes. I don't do tomatoes.
Okay.
Good for the prostate, but Tom Brady says don't do it, so I don't do it.
I think it's strawberries.
TB12. I'm sorry?
I think it's strawberries. I don't think it's tomatoes.
Tomatoes are good for your prostate.
I know. I get that. I think Tom Brady is anti-strawberry.
I think it's also tomatoes.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not into the TB12.
Well, that's your fault.
That's not my thing. Pliability is not my thing. I'm all about mass.
Totally understand.
You know about it.
Yeah.
You know
totally
about mass. Yeah. You know about it. Okay. I mean, do we need any more OUP?
I mean, if you got another one off the
you
top,
got it out of here?
I don't like how you ended with the Panera because I think they're properly rated.
Okay.
I think you're a little spiteful.
Okay.
I think you didn't customize your order the way you thought you were going to, and you're going to put it on the reputable young lady as if it's her fault.
Wow.
But I mean,
so here's the problem: so you've only been to like 7 restaurants, so I don't know if you're gonna know some of these places. I got one it's a personal fave of mine.
sure. Is this 305?
It's in the Trio 5.
Okay.
Shouts.
Anything out here in the
They have one locally here, not local, but there's one in Sacktown.
Okay.
And there's one in San Jose.
Okay.
Yard House.
I don't think I've ever been there,
Jesus.
but I hear good things.
It's solid stuff.
So I'm gonna say properly rated, right? Underrated maybe for me because I haven't been there, I haven't frequented.
So they give you they have like 170 beers on tap.
Well, there you go. That's right.
And they serve it by the yard. So we're talking
Sure.
like this
3
guy
feet.
right here. Yeah.
You get 3 feet of
Three.
brewski?
I mean, you gotta drink it down here.
Yeah.
And cock it back because you can't go table with it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a pricey place. I mean, you pay.
Guy like you with your money?
But I'm not. I mean, I'm throwing that around. That's fine.
Yeah.
So oh wow, I'm in the Yard House. Can we get any of these restaurants to sponsor us, by the way?
Wait, what's no, that's not it. There's something here in Livermore, I want to say.
Okay.
It's not the Yard House. To your point, I don't think
There's an ale house there. First
Not
Street
the
Ale House.
No, I forget what it was. It was pretty solid though.
What do they do there?
They make food.
Okay.
Food, beer, drinks.
Food, beer, and drinks. Okay.
All right. Well, what else we got on the docket? What else we got on the non-show sheet for today?
I mean, so we've already talked through
How
Eminem.
far are we in?
We're 56 minutes strong.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're entertaining America right here. Maybe a nation. We're worldwide.
Yeah. Okay.
We are worldwide.
What do you got?
Well, we do have some sports stuff to talk through. I don't know if you're.
Let's get it in.
I feel like we haven't settled some things here really quick with this. So we agree that we are the best duo of all time. By the way, if you made it this far, now we're gonna the payoff comes right now.
Yeah. What's the number count?
Best duo of all time. What do you mean?
What's the minutes?
56.
So 55 minutes ago,
Yeah.
we started talking about this.
Yeah.
And we're just okay. Good. Yeah, we're the best duo.
Okay, best duo of all time. Okay.
You agree?
I agree.
Okay.
Eminem won over MGK.
Killed him.
And we're done. So is MGK? He should just stop responding at this point, or is he just is he out nothing?
He's probably gonna lay low for a little bit.
Laying low.
Yeah, a little lay low.
What'd you think, real quick? I know you're big on these too. One of the last lines M had there was essentially saying that Diddy is the one who put the hit out that killed Tupac. So spoiler, kids, Tupac dead. Shout out to Corey Christine. He actually is dead. Controversial.
That's not news. We know about this.
I mean, but typically that's not something you say, right? Like that's typically not something people go around talking about.
Blasphemy?
A little bit. I mean, I thought it was Keefe D.
To be fair, I thought it was Keefe D too.
But is this new info?
That's not new info.
Do we need to get
that's
Eminem
a whole
on?
Separate show. If we're trying to get in some sports, we don't got time to go.
Okay, sorry, Keefe D. If you're listening, we'll get back to you.
Is he listening?
Dead?
I don't think he's around.
I think he's in jail.
He's probably in jail.
We're gonna have to fact check that. So we talked about MGK and Eminem.
Yeah.
Talk about the Mitsubishi guy.
Right.
That's your guy. We're downloading Harry Mack.
Harry Mack. I'd let him get a run in.
Sorry.
I'd play his album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna let Harry Mack get a run in there. Okay.
Yeah. What else you got?
All right. So we got some sports stuff. I mean, I can edit in the ball play sounder right here.
Ball play.
No, I was actually gonna. No. So with the sounders, what happens is I hit the button.
Okay.
And then they play. So
you don't want me to say it?
No, I don't need you to say it. So right now I would hit the button. It would say.
It's time for ball play.
And then we'd go on.
Gotcha.
So you were going to say it again.
I was
and that's
going
fine. Okay. So we're real quick, I do need to announce quickly, in case you've been tuning in for all 58 minutes of the show and are curious what's going on, and you're waiting for Touchdown Tayton. I know he's a pretty popular segment on the show.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
how's his new stores looking?
they're open. All of them open. Unfortunately, Touchdown Tayton went 0 for 3 last week.
Is it?
That's fine.
Is it unfortunate?
It's unfortunate for him because unfortunately, Berbs and I got together. We had a high level executive conference call with all of the leadership team here at the Guys Like Us show, and we felt we had no choice but to suspend him for 1 week.
To be fair, you didn't ask me, But the fact that you posted on Instagram that he was suspended and I saw it, I did concur.
I thought you and I talked about this.
We didn't.
I
wanted to suspend him after week 1 when he went 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So
do you have your picks real quick? I didn't research how you did.
I don't got any picks.
No, last week you made picks. Do you know how you did?
0 and 3.
So maybe so you're suspended too. So put the phone down. We don't need your picks.
Okay, good.
So save your money, kids.
But here's the thing:
Berbs and touchdown.
My picks were simply based off of monetary.
Okay.
Monetary America. Mine were strictly based off money and betting scheme. Now, if you want a solid 3, I'll give you 3 right now.
No, you're suspended.
Okay, good.
Fair is fair. Rules are rules.
Sure.
So if touchdown Tayton is out for his 0-3, you are also out for your 0-3.
Fair enough.
All right. So anyway, so the sports weekend went on. NFL went on. Week 2 of the NFL team.
Yep.
And so interesting stat, Berbs. I know you're big on stats.
You know what stats spelled backward is?
You've looked this up, I'm sure. So there are a handful of teams. Very good. There are a handful of teams that are 2-0.
Yep.
And
literally just 5?
No, I'm sorry. I got big hands though.
Okay.
So there are a group of teams that are 2-0.
There we go.
Statistically speaking, since the 2007 season, 57% of these teams will make the playoffs. So I'm going to read you these
2-0.
At 2-0.
Okay, good.
So
good odds.
A little more than half of these teams are going to make the playoffs. So let's run through these teams real quick.
Okay.
And I need you to tell me, just Burbstradamus here.
Yep.
Who's making the playoffs at 2-0?
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
So, I mean, you can, if you want to come back to one to hear the whole list, how you want to work this? Off the dome it is. We got the Chiefs.
They're in.
So, Burb says they're in. Somebody in the show may or may not have said they weren't making the playoffs this year.
That was you.
So, I have to go out.
Shout out Cordy Christine, who's apparently that's your team. By the way, you live in California, but that's fine.
Yeah.
She was probably a Niner fan, and when they went to the Super Bowl in, 2013 or whatever that was?
Yeah. So, I have to go out there because I've already invested my And
you think the 1-1 Steelers are gonna outdo them, or the Chargers? It ain't gonna be the Raiders.
We'll get there. Dolphins.
So they've got the Patriots, they've got the Bills. Who's the other team in their division?
Jets.
I mean, they're not gonna win the division. No, out.
I agree on out. Jaguars.
In.
That's solid in.
Yeah, that's solid in.
Yeah. The Bengals.
Wild card, they'll lose in the first round, of course.
Burbs has them in. I'm going to go out. Broncos.
Out.
I need to go out there, too, because I also said they were going to be the worst team in football.
And they're 2-0.
No, when they go 0-14, at me, people.
Yep.
Rams.
Of course. They're clapping.
Here's a tough one. Again, I have this right so far. I own this take. I'm on this take. This is my take. Buccaneers, Fitzmagic, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Without Jameis.
Here's my concern.
Fitzmagic.
Here's my concern.
Yeah.
We know that Jameis has no business getting under center for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year. For whatever reason, I think he's going to have an opportunity to play. You know, I hate to sound salty, and I don't want him to play.
Okay.
Fitz is playing well. He's playing out of his mind.
He went to Harvard too. He's pretty smart. I don't know if they've mentioned that on TV at all, but he actually went to Harvard.
He's not dumb.
Yeah.
You've got 3 other teams in that division, pretty tough division. So I'm thinking that if anything, they're going to leapfrog the Saints. I think the Panthers still make it. I think the Falcons will probably make it. I understand they're 2-0. They've got weapons. Fitzmagic. I think for whatever reason, we're gonna touch base with Jameis.
Touch base.
I'm gonna say no.
Well, here's the problem. It's just mathematically, so you know, 9 teams are being considered here. So at 50%, that's basically 5 teams can make the playoffs here.
Sure.
So you already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm sorry. You have 4 already. So you basically have the next 2. You can only pick one of these.
Great.
You ready? I'm out on the Bucs, by the way.
That's what I just said, by the way. Did you get me down for that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Vikings.
In.
Okay, I'm in as well. And then we have the Pack. So here's the thing. You picked Vikings. That means you have Pack out. Unless you're willing to take out somebody else.
They're in.
Well, that's 6 now. So this year we're bucking the trend.
Yeah, we're going to add an extra playoff team.
Okay.
Goodell called me.
Okay.
At me.
At
me, Goodell.
Well, all right.
Is it
How
at
would-
me, Goodell, or Goodell at me?
No, it's at me. How would somebody at you? Like, what's the avenue
Just at me?
that they can at you at?
No, just at me.
All right.
Yeah, no, well, I can't.
Because apparently you're going to see a cake on Instagram. Like, is that for me? So how are they going to really at you? I don't know that I know.
I don't know either. Give
Yeah.
me the teams that I said in.
You've got Chiefs. You've got Jags, Bengals, Rams, Vikings,
Take the Bengals
Packers. Bengals gone. Okay.
So now I'm at my 57-ish.
You're at 5 right now.
All
Yeah.
right, good. That's my numbers.
Okay.
What else you got?
Now here's another fun stat.
Flipping the coin?
Flipping the coin.
Okay.
Teams that are 0-2.
Sure.
Only, you want to turn that ringer up, by the way? Teams that are 0-2, only 10% of those teams make the playoffs. So,
Teams that are 0-2, only
Yeah.
10% of those make
so I'm going to read the list for you real quick while you read your phone so we can stall here. So that's
Sure.
2, 4, 6, 8. There's, again, 9 teams. And by the way, we should point out, factually speaking, I'm sorry. So the 2-0 group also includes the teams that are 0-1. And the 0-2 group includes the teams that are 0-1. So no wins, no losses, essentially.
Sure. That
So,
changes everything, but that's
9 teams are in this category. I'll read them to you quickly. So basically, one of these teams is making the playoffs, mathematically.
Wow.
10%. Ready?
Okay.
Raiders, Bills, Giants, Texans, Cards, Seahawks, Lions, Steelers, Browns. Now, I believe, let me just rewind the tapes for you. That was me rewinding them. Somebody on this very program said the Browns were making the playoffs.
We said...
So, there's a we involved. There's no we. You're not French. It's not we. It's you. You said...
Did we or did we not?
Again, the we's back.
Did I
There we are.
discuss bold predictions
Yeah.
with my counterpart?
You did.
Hence the reason and the name bold.
My bold predictions were Chiefs not making the playoffs. I stuck to that.
That's not that bold.
Broncos not making the playoffs. Stuck to that.
You stuck to
Yours
the- you
is
stuck to
Browns in the playoffs, and they're able to be selected now. Mr. Burbrick,
Let me ask you something.
the prosecution would like to know: are you willing to put said money, or said mouth is?
No. The Steelers will make the playoffs from that list. That's my one.
Okay.
I still think it'll probably be the Giants because there's no way that they're going to do worse than the Cowboys, even though our Cowboys beat them, surprisingly.
Giants suck.
Should
Should.
the Browns be 2-0 right now, in your mind?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it's the NFL. It's professional sports. Obviously, we don't get points for or win percentage totals or anything for, ties.
No.
Or, pats on the back that are going to do anything for you. They should be 2-0.
They're not.
They're not. So, yeah, they're not making it, unfortunately.
So Steelers are your team making it.
Steelers are my team.
Steelers are kind of a hot mess right now, though. So
They're not a hot mess.
Le'Veon Bell just hasn't decided to show up for work. I'm not sure what's going on with your guy, Antonio Brown, AB. He got all kinds of angry. Didn't show up on Monday.
Nah, he's fine.
And he's a little salty. Ben Roethlisberger's 75 years old.
Bite your tongue. He's not that old.
So I'm not so sure. I got to pick a team from this list. Steelers feels like the safe choice, right?
Safety first.
I'm gonna go Texans.
Who's in that division?
So they're with the Jaguars,
Yep. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Titans,
And Colts.
and Colts.
Yeah, they're not making it.
So I'm going, but I think the AFC is weaker than the NFC.
Sure. So you're probably not wrong.
More chance.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. What else you got on the non-show sheet?
Here's what we got. Your guy, Vontae Davis. Are you familiar with Vontae Davis?
Vernon Davis's little bro.
I don't believe they're related.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Are those two related? Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna look at me like that as if I'm just making something up? I'm gonna look it up.
You're going to look it up. Okay.
Keep talking.
So Vontae Davis, he is a cornerback for the Buffalo
I
Bills.
know him so well that I know he has a brother.
He has he's played for a number of years in the NFL. Apparently, also has a sibling that we're learning now. And so Vontae Davis played the first half of the game against the Los Angeles Chargers. By the way, NFL, just give it up. Call them the San Diego Chargers already. We're not going to call them LA Chargers. Just give it up. By the way, people aren't going to do that. Anyway, he played the first half. Had a lackluster performance per se. The Bills were getting waxed up and down the field, and he came in at halftime and he retired. He grabbed his stuff and was like, "Yeah, I'm out. I'm done. I retired."
Last second injury or something?
Just like, I'm all good. I'm all set. I played a long time. I've had enough of this. I'm out. I retire. And so walked out.
Real quick, I want to get in there. So as I'm doing my due diligence here and research on Vernon Davis,
Yeah.
because I had Vernon and Vontae, I just clicked on Vernon. talks about how he's a tight end, talking about Vernon, obviously.
Sure.
And then the next line here, his brother quit at halftime.
Okay.
So it's already on the wiki.
What's it on? The Winky?
On the Winky.
Okay.
It is confirmed they are
Confirmed.
brothers.
All right.
As I
Confirmed
mentioned,
here.
you were looking at me with some scoff.
That's fair.
Take it back.
Scoff. No. Scoff can't be taken back. Once the scoff's out there, it's out there. So Vontae, just like I'm all set, leaves at halftime. And understandably, his teammates were a little bit like, hey, that's not really cool.
You think he's still mad the Colts traded him like 12 years ago?
He was a Dolphin initially. He was drafted by the Dolphins.
I know, but he was on the Colts.
He was on the Colts.
And he was actually solid for the Colts. And
solid for the Colts,
him, and he started crying.
Yeah, a lot of tears.
A lot of tears.
A lot of tears.
When was the last time you cried?
Last time I cried.
When was the last time you cried?
Legit cry or like...
Give me a legit cry.
Or like tear up situation.
Either or.
So, you know what? Here's... All right. We already talked about movies. Let's get back to movies. Movies that get you every time. We were talking about this at lunch recently. I have one that gets me every time. Tear up every time.
Okay.
We're not talking like, baby, like, babbling tears.
Just get on with it.
Remember the Titans. Strong side, weak side.
Strong side.
Strong side, weak side doesn't get you.
I see what you're saying.
Strong side, weak side.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Strong side, weak side. You know where strong side's from? You probably didn't watch it.
Which one's strong side?
I think it's the white guy, right? Bertier?
I don't remember. No, I don't know where he's from then. No.
All right, so the white guy.
Yeah. Is it? What do you mean from? Like what?
He was in a major series for a lot of years.
He was in a series
on TV.
He looks a lot like that guy from Meet the Millers. We're the Millers, though.
Sudeikis?
No,
Sudeikis?
The kid.
Eyebrows?
Yeah, eyebrows.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know where he's from.
And
apparently neither do you.
Sons of Anarchy.
I don't watch that.
Yeah, of course not.
I don't watch that.
It's over now, so you're not missing much.
That's fair. Remember Titans? That gets me every time.
So your boy's not. I think I've told you this. I'm not the most emotional person.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. Strong side, weak side. I can see where that little tear up could be coming from.
Gotcha.
I don't think I've ever cried in a movie that I could think of.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not big in the emotions.
Okay.
I like to keep them tucked and buried deep down.
Gotcha.
Miss B knows. She's not going to listen to this podcast.
That's fine.
But if she
so when it comes out, then is it like ugly cry?
Maybe.
We don't know. So when's the last time you cried then? What I mean?
No clue.
Wow.
I broke my ankle in freshman year in high school.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I cried for that.
Really? I broke both ankles. That was fine.
At the same time?
No.
You with your ankle
I've got,
breaks?
so again, if we get some, M. Pole was not at this practice.
Does M. Pole know you got lubrication?
M. Pole was not at this practice.
Okay.
But some other people who listen to this were at this practice. If my guy Justin's listening, he'll remember this. This is open gym. So back in the high school days, they opened the gym up.
I know,
you got to go.
Spoiler alert! I know what open gym is.
To the people who don't know.
Okay.
The Jimmy K's out there who are like, I don't know why the gym is open. I'm trying to explain it to those
Why
people.
Why does he sound like that?
Open gym. You just get in there. You get a little run in. We used to do it before school. So you get to the gym about 6 a.m., get a little run in, hit the showers, first bell, 8 o'clock, you're good to go.
Boom.
So we're playing, and your guy here, I think it was a turnover. I didn't cause it. and so I was...
Because M-Pole, real quick, M-Pole will cause a turnover.
It's disruptive.
Create and cause a turnover.
It's disruptive.
Yeah.
I wasn't disruptive in this play, and I think I was trailing the play, and I was like a half court. And so unexpectedly, somebody in my team stole the ball back.
Okay.
And so I'm already like half court on the other side.
Sure.
So I get the long two-handed chest outlet, right? And I'm thinking, what am I, 360? What am I doing here, right? So, obviously I got length, so I'm two dribbles and I'm already in the dotted line.
Right.
And I go to, I don't even really know what move I was thinking.
Your mind couldn't keep up with what your physical
I
stature
plant
wanted to
the
do.
left foot,
right,
and that ankle just snaps right there. I'm all by myself. No one within 30 yards of me. Broke my ankle right there on the spot. Okay. Wide open layup by myself.
Mine was probably a little bit better.
Wide open.
Me with my vertical, stature. Your boy is really springy in his youth. A lot of springy, a lot of bounce.
Okay, what's that look like, by the way?
Cocking him back.
We're dunking him?
Come on now.
Two hands? One
hand. Off the bounce. Nate Robinson style.
Are your hands too small?
Medium.
Small.
Medium. I was going over a block. I just came down on the guy's foot.
Ooh,
boom, broken.
Yeah, I've done that.
Just broken.
Yeah.
And ever since then, you've seen me. I wear like casts around my ankles. Anytime I play now.
Yeah, you do have some sort
They're
of plaster
aggressive,
situation. Yeah.
They're Steph Curry like V3s.
Yeah. I didn't cry when I broke that ankle, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I was like...
I actually tried to go to school that day.
What are you doing, a freshman, like 13?
14.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know.
I was a junior, maybe?
Yeah, you had some years on me.
Yeah, I was a junior.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting mad at me for breaking an ankle and crying, and you're
I'm not
crying
mad at you. I'm just saying
nights.
I've suffered the very same injury. I actually still have a bone sticking out of my ankle. And
maybe that explains the reason that you're so ineffective now.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, you don't have it anymore.
I have what?
It
jumping? I will out-jump you right now. Like
That's inaccurate.
I will out-jump you right now. The video's lost, by the way. I don't know when it stopped. So if you were watching
I love it.
on our video feed,
well, first of all, you weren't watching on our
shout out to
feed.
Banjo. That's the last you saw of us, and I'm not
maybe he out-megged it.
I'm not going to go through the effort
Not
of
enough Megs in there.
Yeah, I'm not going to go through the effort of trying to get all that back together. Although it drained my battery, so there's
drained?
that. Maybe the battery in that thing died. Actually, who knows? Yeah, I didn't cry for that, and I'll jump you any day of the week, any day you want it.
You know where you can find me.
I know where I'm at. We'll put boxes up, whatever you need. 39, 39, 42. What do you want?
That's what you do?
I mean, when I'm warming up, yeah.
You have a roof, right?
I do.
I'll be up there.
Okay. At your ladder? I mean, how are you getting down, by the way?
My box jumps are your roof.
Okay.
So how am I getting down? Jumping back down.
We need video on this.
That's fine.
We need video on this. We're gonna work this out. So we were getting back to Vontae Davis, by the way. Quit at halftime. It got me to thinking. Didn't get you to thinking. Clearly, sure. Who's the athlete that you've watched throughout your life, either for a team you rooted for, or just the team you were watching, that you wish had quit at halftime? That you wish someone was like, "Hey, real quick, not gonna need this." Okay. Every game, any game.
Other than that year when we went 12-4, 13-3.
Yeah.
Other than that year, which was sandwiched in between a bunch of 7-9, 8-8 seasons.
Yeah. I
wish he would have quit.
Okay. I got a couple.
John Kitna. If we're going football.
What did he do to you?
Well, he didn't get us to anything.
Did you expect him to?
John Kitna?
John Kitna.
That sounds like a savage. And then you get him on the field.
Does that sound like a savage?
Oh, yeah, savagery.
Huh. To write that down.
Wish would have quitted. I'm thinking basketball here.
You'll see that on an upcoming.
I wish Kobe would have quitted in what, 01, 02 when he killed my Kings.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah. I also said quitted.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Would have quit. There we go.
Yeah, I'm not surprised on that one.
Yeah, I could have used him for a quick little quit during that time.
Yeah.
When he was busting my King's ass.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I got a few. You remember your guy John Starks? Like game 6 or 7 of the NBA Finals, like 1 of 19.
Gritty, though.
That guy just, real quick at halftime, John, we're all set.
Gritty.
Actually, you know what? We're not going to play second half today. Believe it or not, David Stern just called.
Wow.
We're all just going to take a night off. You go. We're right behind you. We're right behind you.
You wouldn't want him on your team, though?
I hate the Knicks. I hate the Knicks.
You're not absorbing the Knicks. You're absorbing John
And
Starks.
I hate John Stark for being on the Knicks.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
he played for Utah.
Everybody plays for Utah.
Okay.
I'm not
Real quick, why do only the white people play on Utah? You notice how there's no white people in the NBA, but if there are, they're all in Utah?
I don't know that to be true.
Well, look it up.
There's white people everywhere.
In the NBA?
I mean, sure, it's the not the most common, but there's certainly folks on other teams.
Huh. Show sheets.
Dante Exum? I mean,
he's not white.
I know. He plays on Utah.
Hi, Adam.
So what do we count?
What else you got?
What do you count him? So, I was going to finish. I got a few more of mine.
That's what I'm saying. What else you got?
My guy, I don't know if you remember this game last year. The Cowboys have a pretty fantastic tackle. His name is Tyron Smith. He was injured. We replaced him with some turnstile named Byron Bell, who gave up like 7 sacks that game. Turnstile. Just turnstile named Byron Bell. 7 sacks given up that game. And I don't think he plays in the league anymore.
So then you got your wish.
I did get my wish, but I think he played the rest of that game.
Well, we didn't have anybody.
We could have found somebody.
It was either him or you.
Isn't James Hanna still on the team? Get him in there.
Yeah, you might be right.
We couldn't put somebody else in there.
Okay.
I mean, that's just somebody you kind of wish would just quit at halftime.
Yeah. What else?
That's really all the guys I got.
Okay.
I got Starks. I got your guy Byron Bell. I don't know if you got anybody else.
Bittersweet. I guess Grant Hill.
Ooh.
Because again, I talked about he could be one of the top 10 players in the league.
Yeah.
Of all time if he had stayed healthy. But
all time healthy.
At some point you just can never get healthy. You just feel bad for the guy. It's just like just hang it up.
Hey, what are we going to do with this video, by the way? So it cut off. There's still a show going on.
Nobody's watching it.
Are people going to want to... Should we post that? Should I just take that and cut it up?
Well, I mean, check to see how much minutes we got. Probably 3. Again, I think Banjo used a lot of those megs.
Possible.
I don't think he wiped the database like he should have.
Possible.
East Bay Slayer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we got megs and we got minutes, put them up there.
Megs, we got... Okay, you want to put the whole thing? You want to do clips? And
whatever.
We should work that out
People
later.
ain't watching it.
Hey, so, I mean, we got views.
I know.
We had like 12 or 13. But here's the thing. I didn't publicize that video because it was pretty trash.
I was going to hope you didn't.
I did anyway.
All right. You did anyway.
Yeah, but I didn't tell anybody about it. So if people found it, that's organic. I didn't tell anybody.
Organic views?
I told Jimmy Can Grow _ and that was about it.
Good.
I didn't tell a lot of people. And somehow it got out there.
You think we could get enough bots to download our YouTube to get us some sponsorships and some...
We're gonna need a serious bot revolution to get
You think
that.
Banjo can get us some bots?
I mean, if anybody could, that's our guy.
Yeah.
That's our guy. We also forgot real quick. Earlier in the show, you heard about our sponsor. And so clearly we want to make sure that the good folks at audible.com are taken care of. So we're gonna do a live read here, Berbs. I know you're ready for these, so
yeah.
Let me just get your stuff here for you, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a live read.
Okay.
You just help me. You pitch in here. Hey, for you the listeners of the Guys Like Us podcast, Audible is offering a free audio download with a free 30-day trial to give you the appropriate opportunity to check out their service. Personally recommend an audiobook, Berb. So what do you have? Do you have a book out there that you think the good folks...
Are we on audiobooks yet? Are we an audiobook?
We are not. No, we're not actually a book.
So we can't reference
a lot of good
ourselves.
titles out there, though. A lot of good book titles out there. Again, audible.com / the Guys Like Us.
Yeah.
A free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial. We mentioned one earlier, so I'm going to bring it back because it's one of my favorite authors. I know it's somebody you read a lot. That's my guy, Johnny Grisham.
Yeah, Jay Grish.
So we mentioned Pelican Brief early. Pelican Brief, solid book. So I'm going to give you 3 by Grisham. These are 3 early ones. If you young kids out there, you're all up in your Harry Potters and what's the other one? What's Mockingjay, whatever. Like what is all that stuff? Sleepy Hollows.
Wow.
All those books about things that don't exist. 3 books from Grisham I want you to check out: The Firm, Pelican Brief, and A Time to Kill.
Solid books.
Solid books.
Cover to cover.
Cover to cover. So you're going to want to get over to audible.com. Again, audible.com / the Guys Like Us to download that now. Again, start your free 30-day trial. You're going to get one of those books. Just pick one. Pick one of those 3. You're not going to go wrong with those 3. So you're going to want to get one of those books in there. You won't be sorry. Audible.com / the Guys Like Us.
That's solid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate your support during these live reads.
That's a solid effort.
You've got that down. Burbs, we're at like 120 strong.
We stay strong.
I mean, we certainly could close the show here. I think we've covered a lot of good ground today, but I know you want FaceTime. Anything else that you want to cover on today's episode?
I mean, if I could revisit my thank yous and my
because I think we got a little distracted.
Too, so that's cool.
We got a little distracted during those, so we should do that. Yeah, we did.
Okay. Again, Cordy Christine, happy belated birthday. I saw that post late last night. Not trying to call you out on the gram and on the pod here, saying you're not doing your job. I think you're doing an amazing job. Appreciate all your support. Appreciate you getting us some followers, whatever that looks like. I know your bro's looking for a time slot. Eaton, maybe you can work on that. He's looking to get in here. Did you read the comments?
I did not know. I was actually busy planning the show.
What are you doing? I'm reading the comments. You're just sitting there.
I was busy planning the show.
So again,
are there comments here?
Yeah, there's comments. I read them all. So Cordy Christine, appreciate it. Again, my guy Eaton here, best duo in the game, you and me. Appreciate all your hard work, man.
Okay.
People can't see me pointing at you with the thumbs up right now, but I appreciate you.
No. It looks like the comment he wrote, Ian_Elliott, was done.
Yeah, I think she made a comment saying that he wanted a segment. He could get in there. I think she added us. I think she said at. Did she add us?
There's an ad in the post, yeah.
Right.
And then she commented and said, follow them, our type of humor. She didn't offer him a co-hosting job or anything that I can tell.
You must be on a different page.
I mean, that's impossible. He is following us now, though.
Of course he is.
So so this Cordy Christine right now. If you give me a quick over under, does she have more people following us than you do?
I don't have anybody following us.
Has she recruited more people to follow us than you have?
100% yes.
Wow. And you had the stones to call her out.
You know my Stones.
I don't. Normally looking forward to UCF came up here. That's awesome. Yeah, listen, I agree. A lot of nice people along the way. Again, I didn't think we'd get to 10 shows. With the first one was you couldn't hear Berbs. The second one, it sounded like he was in a fish tank. The third one, his gain was all kinds of low. The fourth one actually was okay. The fifth one was out of sync.
You do realize
big echo halfway through.
You realize this is all on you, though, right? You're the DP.
I do. Yeah.
So
yeah, I take it seriously. I
you
certainly went back into the lab and I upgraded software. I upgraded equipment. I made sure that.
What about your firmware?
Firmware has always been solid.
Okay.
A lot of upgrades.
Newest updates?
Yeah, we stay regular on it. Have you done the new iOS update?
No, there's a new one?
Yeah, 12 point something or other, yeah.
Is it 12.0 or 12.1?
I'm not really sure.
O is always the one that jams you up with.
Mr. Kangura _ said it's legit. He was really excited, by the way. Let me tell you with this story.
Did he go full on?
So in the update, when you take a photograph, it will now auto measure for you. So he comes in my office. He's like, real quick, look, and he puts it on my computer screen. He's like, 23 inches. He's really excited about that. So there's measurements involved.
I mean, we've got performance improvements and exciting new features.
A lot of exciting new features.
Siri shortcuts, of course.
Yeah. So
great. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get on this.
So while Berbs is on that, a couple things I want to make sure we touch on. Again, there's a lot of good ways you can find us. We certainly would appreciate your support. Here's what you can do, though. We're growing. We're 10 shows in. We want to get to 10 more shows. We're going to need your help for that. So stop what you're doing right now. Right now. Go find 2 friends. Tell them to download our show. Tell them to listen to our show. And feel free to go to iTunes, Apple Podcasts, subscribe, rate, review. We need a number of stars they should give us, Berbs. Can you?
We prefer 5s or better.
5s or better on the stars.
Start with 5. If they let you go above, great. If not, stay at 5.
And listen, drop a review. We have like 7 or 8 solid reviews.
Cordy
Christine is one of those. We have some solid reviews there. But those of you out there who've made it through this far, I mean,
where are we at?
125. We've earned a review out of you if you've made it this far and we've entertained you this far. So go ahead to Apple Podcasts, just drop a quick little review.
We've been broadcasting longer than
broadcasting. Yeah,
we've been broadcasting longer than Benigans has been open.
That's they're still. I mean, they may still be open. They may
There's
be closed.
No way.
It's
Call them right now, live on air.
If I had that set up, I could have done that. Yeah. I don't have it set up right now.
We're calling Benigans next episode.
Next episode, we will get a phone call into Benigans.
You think Timmy Chan's gonna pick up again?
It wasn't his name. Anyway,
Timmy.
You can also find us on Instagram, guys like us. We're big there. We're approaching 250 on the follower count. So we'd like to get that number up too.
You want a live number?
I think it was 247 a second ago. You can also find us on Facebook again, the Guys Like Us podcast. We'd appreciate you going on there, liking our show, and giving us a good review on there as well. Again, let's get those downloads up, kids. Let's go tell some friends. Let's go let everybody know about our show.
Did you just follow somebody right now? That just moved.
I don't think I did. Unless I requested somebody earlier and now they've accepted.
We're 3-1, man. You need to stop.
Okay.
You need to stop. I'm telling you right now.
Well, here's the thing.
You need to
Okay.
stop.
All right. Well, let's try this then. It is we're recording this on Wednesday night. I will cede the control of Instagram to you for
I'm not going to do it.
for one calendar week.
I'm not going to do it.
Let's see what the follower count looks like after you're all said and done. You got to spend money to make money, baby. Spend money to make money, buddy. Scared money, don't make none.
money.
You know that.
But my money's always never scared.
You know that. So we've
My
got
money's
to
bone
follow
crusher.
some people, let them know that we're here. We're all with the community, and in turn they can follow us back. Now there are a few people who have actually asked to follow us, and they actually haven't. So that's frustrating. But what are you gonna do?
Get at me.
They can't get at you because they don't follow us. So that's the answer to the problem.
Great.
But no, seriously, 10 episodes in. If you've listened to all 10 of these, you're awesome. We appreciate you. Even our own wives haven't listened to all 10 of these. So for those of you out there who have, you're awesome. Keep doing that. Listen to the next 10. Berbs and I are gonna keep cranking this thing out for a while. We'll see where we go.
We're cranking.
We're going to get to 15, 20. We'll get this video thing figured out. Banjo gave us some sort of debunk camera here.
Oh, that's a home run.
Nope, it's not. And so I think we're going to mercifully end this at 1:30 here.
That's strong. That's strong. That's strong minutes.
Again, please go ahead and download the show. Let us know what you think. You can find us on all those platforms as well. I guess in the interim, we're gonna go end this show and try to figure out A, if we can get to Benigans, B, what the deal is at Hooters, because Berbs is interested to figure that out, and C, figure out how the Vontae and Vernon Davis are actually related. I didn't know that.
How are they related?
I didn't know that.
They have the same mom. That's how.
Do they?
Yeah. If you need me to get graphic, I can. Family show.
Family
Just know
show.
that they're related.
Family show coming to an end. Guys like us, Adam, Berbs. We're out. See you.
Peace.